Okay, good morning. Sounded a bit loud, didn't it? Just having coffee. On the commute. It's Monday. Just had a bit of a bite out of a ham and cheese croissant out of a plastic bag. Yeah, I didn't really get a chance to do a shop, so just bought a couple of sandwiches for my lunch today. Going in later than usual. It's now 9:30. I was up during the night, rudely awoken, but yeah, so waiting for the mad rush to die down, which it is. It's telling me 20 minutes, 19 minutes, and it's in red. Wow. I recently did an episode chasing the unicorn. I was searching for the unicorn. I don't know what to call it. Searching for the unicorn commute. And I think I did it in, was it 18 minutes? 18, 39, or 19 minutes? I can't even remember now. Isn't that terrible? It was less than 20 minutes, so we'll go with 19. So I suppose I'm a minute out of the house, aren't I? Of course, yeah. I'm on the M50 now, 19 minutes. So that's going to be 22 minutes. So yeah, 19 minutes from now. Okay. It's early in the morning. I'm tired. So obviously this will be like a 22-minute run, which is a good one now, to be fair. Just having more coffee. Well, I've just come out of the house, been in the petrol station, gas station, bought some sandwiches in plastic bags. In the car, started the episode. So yeah. I don't think I feel too bad today. Getting a walk during the night. I actually think I was slightly awake when the phone rang. So it wasn't. I suppose it's worse if you're in a deep sleep. I had a few wacky dreams, and there's a dream I've started to get, which is irritating, and I get it quite a lot. And I think it's because I do a bit of on-call. So basically the dream is this: I'd be sort of half awake, or just going into sleep, or just coming round a little bit. Usually just coming round, I think, from being asleep. And I'd hear the doorbell downstairs. And it wouldn't be the right doorbell, because I've had that experience with the real doorbell, but it was like a doorbell sound. And I know it's not real, because it's quite a faint sound. Whereas if this is a harsh noise, the real doorbell, you know. So, and it's just as I'm coming around, as if there's somebody at the door. And I've had it a lot. Not every night, that'd be silly, but I've had it a lot. And it's funny that I also get it sometimes with there's like a pager sound on my phone when I get paged. And same sort of MO. Maybe I'm just starting to fall asleep, or I'm just coming awake. I'm normally coming awake, I think, or I'm half awake, and I hear it. But in the back of my mind, I know it's not real. There's something about the noise. It doesn't sound to be coming from the room, I think. That's what I'm starting to realise that now. I mean, early on, I used to always check my phone and go, have I been paged? Have I been paged? What's going on? You know? But now I'm sort of getting to know it doesn't sound quite right. It's actually quite a gentle sound. It's not like it's actually a sound, but it's actually in my head, the sound. And it's in my head. But the brain's capacity, capabilities, whatever, to create this stuff, I just find it's fantastic, you know, because it's me, isn't it? But it's not me. it's coming up with these things, you know. And I did have a dream that I had several actually. I think I had 3 or 4 dreams, and they're starting to fade now. And I don't mind having lots of dreams if I forget them, I think. But the one dream I had, there was like 2. I was working in a company. I don't know what the company was. It was IT. In the office there, and literally the company was made up of all different select people I'd worked with over the last 10 years, you know. It was sort of a bit strange in that sense. And, oh, hello, you're here as well, you know. I'm not quite sure what that means, the gathering, or something, but it was sort of a bit odd. And I'm not saying that the people who were there were like the best engineers or anything like that. I'm not quite sure why some of them were there, but it was sort of, and it wasn't a reunion, it was actually a company, working for a company, so it was sort of funny really. And another couple of dreams I had, I just can't remember now. It's going, isn't that incredible? I think one of them was definitely around being paged, though. Like I say, I had the doorbell one, but I knew as I'm coming around, that's definitely not the doorbell. I had one that sounded like a door slamming. That's another one I get occasionally, a door slamming. Now, it could actually be a door slamming outside. It could be a taxi or something, or, that sort of thing. And I usually have a window a little bit open. Obviously, it's still fairly mild weather, so I like to keep the air in the house quite fresh, I suppose. I don't like drafts, though, but I like it to be fresh. So I do have a window open a little bit, and obviously you hear what's going on outside. But Sunday night, I don't think many people are partying, are they? So, yeah. I have adjusted the recording level on this episode as well. I've increased it slightly. I don't want to go too far because times have been quite loud. And the microphone placement probably isn't ideal. Because sometimes when I'm turning my head away, I sound quite quiet. So I listened to a few of the episodes and I thought, I sound very quiet there. Now, if you're wearing headphones and listening to me, it's probably all right. But on the speakers now, so I've increased it slightly. I use a manual volume level. I don't trust automatic. I just find automatic, if I go quiet, you'll start hearing, I don't know, all sorts of weird noises amplified, so I don't want that. So I've started trying to find a happy medium. I've gone up a couple of notches on the record level. I can see the bars, it's got a little display on the dictaphone. It looks to be within parameters anyway, but I do apologise if I'm coming across a lot louder today. Yeah. But it's fine, I turn my head over there, if that makes any difference. I turn my head over there, I'm looking at cars coming. Look at cyclists I might be going to hit or something. I don't know. But, so I'm going in slightly later. And look at the company policy there now. And it's rubbish. It's not the best. So apparently if you get called between 4 a.m. And 8 a.m. and if you arrive into work normally after 6:30, then you're not entitled to any extra resting time. And it's ironic for me because I think between about 3 and 5 a.m. for me is the dead zone. It's that zone that really messes up your sleep. I don't care if you've been in bed since 8 p.m. knowing you're going to get called, yeah. Been in bed since 8 p.m. That period of time, getting disrupted then really kills you. Knocks you out by a couple of hours. So I think it's quite silly that, just because you get into work after 6:30, they're not going to let you have that extra, 3 hours, I wouldn't mind. I don't even earn an hourly rate. I'm not even on a weekly rate or a daily rate. I'm actually on a yearly rate, so it's all rubbish. They tell you can't claim overtime hours, but they can get down to the granularity of, you can have, 2 hours, 3 hours for this. Yeah. That's me rant over, really. But at the time I've come out now, I got a bit of extra sleep, I did, and a bit of an extra hour than I normally have, because I was awake during the night. Give me a chance of having more funky dreams, I suppose. But the traffic is crazy, until just after 9, and it starts calming down. So I wasn't going to kill myself to come in now, because of that. I don't know. I think, we'll leave it there. So just coming up to, I can see Dundrum Town Centre Shopping Centre in front of me. A bit of traffic. I think the lights have been on red. I think that's all it was. It is moving today. Certainly not the unicorn commutes, that's for sure. But it's still pretty good. With a cyclist there, I can get ahead of him. That's all right. Going on the Dundrum Town Centre now. So there's a DHL wagon at the front of this little row of cars. I don't think he's holding anybody up though. And I do like DHL. So an interesting story about DHL, isn't there? DHL's German, I think, isn't it now? It's owned by is it Deutsche Post, I think, on it. And they bought it there a few years ago. And I think it used to be American, didn't it, of course? And I think what's very interesting is in America, and I think it comes out of wars and everything else, only Americans can own airlines in America. It sort of makes sense, I suppose, in some ways, I don't know. But business is business, isn't it? It's not a nationalised industry after all. But anyway, and the thing about DHL is they had a fleet of planes in America, a load of them. And you've a problem then, haven't you? You're a German company. Oh, you can't have all those planes, So I'm not quite sure how they handled it. I'm sure by subcontracting maybe or something. There's some mechanism to do it. But, interesting story though. I do have a lot of respect for certain couriers. That sounds a bit funny, doesn't it? DHL, UPS, I suppose FedEx. Not a huge amount of experience with FedEx. Documents mostly with FedEx. But I like the way you can get, pay a bit extra, pay a premium and get it next day. I mean, a lot of the couriers, especially the smaller ones, the local ones, they sort of don't really guarantee anything. It could be 2 or 3 days, maybe next day if you're lucky, more coffee. But I always feel like DHL especially, and UPS, it's like a premium service. You want it tomorrow, you got it, And the thing about the internet is, you might be buying a choice item. It might be something that's, might be a gadget, something for the house even, but just something nice that you're sort of looking forward to. Well, you go into a shop, and I have paid a premium so I can actually pick it up in a shop. I have paid more for that. But you sort of go, oh, I like it, I like the item now, I can order it now, I want it now, And I think at least DHL, and I know there's probably the UK is better than Ireland in terms of, there's even some couriers do same day delivery if you order by a certain time, which I think is impressive. I like that, it's worth paying for, I think, more coffee. Definitely indeed, Oh man, I don't know if it's a day for coffee today. I had a cup before I left the house. I'm working my way through this double cup travel mug. So I'm not, no, I don't feel like I need too much coffee. Maybe if I'd have gone into work the usual time, after my 4 a.m. awakening, but I haven't, so, So the internet, interesting, I got a letter from Customs and Excise. Well, it's actually from the VAT man, it wasn't Customs and Excise. It's all part of revenue in Ireland. And basically, I have a business account with Amazon. I order stuff without paying VAT through my business. And apparently that's actually importing goods into Ireland from the UK. Now, because we're all in the EU at the moment, singing Kumbaya and everything else, it's all good. But they've sent me a letter there. And I was feel a bit nervous when I see the envelope on the floor there, and it's got revenue, and you start going, oh my God, It's never good news, is it? It's never like, oh, you know what, we made a mistake, here's a lot of money back. It's usually they want more money or something. So anyway, there was a letter, obviously addressed to my company, and I opened it. And it was quite interesting because it talks about Brexit, and it sort of brings it home to you in a sense that essentially they recorded how much stuff I'd bought from Amazon. They have to, because I'm obviously not paying VAT on it, it's recorded somewhere. And they had a record so far this year of €200. Whee! And that put me in line for, you need to be wary because when Brexit happens, this is all going to change. And you've got to put stuff in place. So the options with this, once Brexit happens, are you going to stop ordering from the UK? Which is actually what is going to happen for me. I'm going to stop ordering from the UK. And the other option was to register yourself and work out how you're going to pay the importation fees, the duties, and all the other charges, So it's serious now, it's happening. But so I'm not going to register for any of that because I'm going to stop buying from the UK when Brexit happens. If there's any change to what I have at the moment, it's not economical for me to buy from the UK. So 2 fingers to that. Amazon do have other websites, of course, around Europe, who are in the EU, obviously, so it'll be fine. But a bit sad, really. I mean, I do order from the UK Amazon because, the sterling is, the arse is falling out of it, so the sterling's really good at the moment versus the euro. And they have a good range of stuff, and the prices are competitive anyway, so without the VAT, they're just fantastic. But anyway, it's one of those things, and it was an interesting letter, and it was explaining how, if you're doing a lot of business with the UK after Brexit, you're going to have to get customs agents and stuff on both sides. And it can be quite complex, and that you need to prepare. So it's happening, folks. Whatever they're doing in Parliament and all the rest of it, talking the shite out of it, it's happening, it's real, and there'll be one business here, who won't be doing business with the UK after Brexit, if there's any difference in what's happening at the moment.